Well, hello there, Perfect Drafters. How we doing? Are we good? Good. Because it's time, because it's been a while, for a Boldies... I ain't going to come out with a name. It's basically a news update, a Perfect Draft news update for November. That's what we're talking about, people. It's been a while. I think it might have even been August, maybe, my last one. 3 months ago, that kind of time, when I last did the last Boldies news update. So, the time is now. Let's have a beverage with it. So, what's up first? Well, I've been doing a bit of tinkering. I've been doing a bit of updating to the Big Bold Reviews website. Yes, some of the later subscribers may not know, but I have got a website and you can register on it. Doesn't cost you a thing. Basically just bang your name, your email address, your date of birth, just so I know you're over 18 for beverage drinking purposes. Not that I'm actually buying you a beer or anything. Apologies for that. But just put it in. I just thought because it's alcohol related, that's the responsible thing to do. So then, basically, you've got access to a Perfect Draft area. Yes. In that area, you can sort your favourite kegs. And basically, the update that I've put in is the latest kegs. So the newer kegs are now there. You've got the likes of Ghost Ship, you've got Camden Hells. That kind of thing is now available for you to sort. I've also updated, because I don't think I have done, ever since that website went live, the prices. So yeah, that opened my eyes a little bit. Generally, it was a couple of quid difference per keg. But yeah, that has now been updated. So when you click on a keg and want to look up a bit more information on it, it will tell you the cost per pint for that keg, including discount or not including discount, including, keg returnage and that kind of thing, or not. So basically, how you want to perceive it, it will tell you how much per pint it's costing you. It'll also give you a cheeky little QR code should you want to scan it and go over to the Beerhawk website and buy that keg. Easy as. There's also a nice little link on those kegs that I reviewed, should you wish to watch me reviewing that keg. The other nice little feature is you can tag which ones you want to try and which ones you have tried. You can then filter by those to actually say, right, show me the kegs that I've tried. Show me the kegs that I'd like to try. Also, you can add notes. So you can add notes against each keg, and therefore you can say, yeah, I like this one. So should you want to revisit it a couple of years later, you can do and actually see what you thought about it. They're the nice little features within the website. The only other thing that I've updated is the maps where kegs can be purchased from local stores. I'll be honest with you, it's someone else's map and I've just embedded it into the website. So do not blame me if it's not that accurate. Hopefully it is, but maybe it isn't. But that's there now for you to have a little peeky poo at. Peeky poo, peeky boo. Yeah, so they're the updates on the Big Bold Reviews website. Just go to this here address or the link is in the description. So on to some more specific Perfect Draft news. And I always like to kick off at the start of these kind of things with what new kegs have been released. So since the last news review, we've had the following kegs. We've had Camden Hells, British brewed, it's a lager, it's 4.6% and it's £36.90 of your finest. So that's been released. A lot of people asked for that when they said what kegs should we release, and there it is. Big Bold Reviews, we'll be reviewing that soon. Then we've got Green Mountain IPA, so a Thornbridge keg. Yeah, we're all missing that J-Pour. They haven't brought that back, although I have seen that it's on the kegs page on Beerhawk, but still out of stock. Could it be coming back? We can but hope. It's a cracking keg. I did review it. Link will be below. Green Mountain though, a lot of people again asked for that keg, and there it is. So that's an IPA, again a British brewery, and you're looking at 4.3% for that little belter. So not the strongest of IPAs, but there it is. Now, If you want to look at a review on that, I haven't done a review, but All the Beer No Idea has done. Good old Baz has done a review of it, so check his out. I've yet to put my order in for that Green Mountain. Then we've got Jezza's beer, so Hawkstone Lager. Did a review on that a few weeks back. Will again put a link down below. It's another lager on there. It's 4.8%. It's got a lot of competition, like I pointed out in that review, but I did like it. It's a good beer. So British brewed again, and you're looking at £36.50 for your Hawkstone Lager. Then we've got Ghost Ship from Adnams. Again, one of those beers that's very, very popular. British brewed yet again. It's a pale ale coming in at 4.5%, and you're looking at £36.50 for that keg. Did a bit of a comparison with the bottle, really didn't rate that bottle. That shocked me, how different that was, the bottle to the keg. But check that review out if you haven't done already. Then we've got one of those kegs that again was asked for an awful lot. And when it came out, you saw a lot of people being very happy about it, although you still did see some people going, really? Another lager? But yeah, it's another lager. It's Innis and Gunn. Again, British brewed and coming in at 4.6%. So you are seeing a bit of a theme amongst these new kegs. They're very popular. They're pretty mainstream. Very much British. And that Innis and Gunn, £36.50. Then we've got the only one that wasn't a British brewed one since all those new kegs have been released. This was from the Netherlands, and I tell you what, I'm getting this very soon because this excites me. It's Hertog Jan Bockbeer. Now then, Hertog Jan Lager, absolute beauty, absolute belter. Was quite a long time ago I reviewed that, but that's my number one lager on the Perfect Draft. So I'm pretty excited about this little baby, especially coming into these winter months and especially having the Perfect Draft Pro where I can set it a little bit higher. I think that is going to be a belter. So next up, it's that time of year, innit? It's Black Friday time, people. Already Black Friday deals everywhere you look. You can't blink without seeing Black Friday. You cannot open your emails without a flood of Black Friday emails coming through. Beerhawk are no exception. They're getting on the old bandwagon as well. So it's quite nice to see the 15% off for 3 kegs. So if you do go for mix and match at the moment, just 3 kegs will give you 15% off. Normally, you would have to get 6 kegs to get that 15% off, and you can go for 9 kegs for 20% off. But normally 3 would only get you 10% off. So it is quite a nice little deal, worth having a look. Now, if I went in amongst those Black Friday kegs that are on mix and match at the moment, this is my 3 that I'd pick. I'd pick a Jupiler. It's a belter. It's a beautiful little lager. For something a little bit different, I would go for a Left Blonde. Hell of a blonde ale. And also, why not have a different type of drink? Let's get an Orchard Pig in there. So that would be my 3. If you're absolutely gagging for a very strong beer though, Triple Camulet is in there. So that would be my 3rd. Probably replace that Orchard Pig with a Triple Camulet, if you're brave enough. But yeah, they're the Black Friday mix and match deals. They do seem to be mixing up those mix and matches quite often, so well worth keeping an eye on them, especially since the demise of that code that should not be spoken about anymore, surely. While we're on the subject of Black Friday, there's also Perfect Draft bundles for those people that haven't yet got them. Both the original and the Pro, they're both on Black Friday deals. Yeah, some of them, I think it's about 140 quid off. So actually pretty good. And if you also use a referral code, and I'll bang my link to be able to get mine in the description below, you can get an extra tenner on that. So usually, and there's been a bit of controversy here because it's like, really? You're only giving 10 quid more off for referrals, and also I think you only get £10 worth of beer tokens as a referrer. It used to be like 30, 35 quid in beer tokens if you referred anyone. Now bear in mind, you never before was able to refer anyone when a Perfect Draft bundle was discounted already. It wouldn't work. They had to be full priced machines for you to refer a friend and get those beer tokens. So being as they're actually giving you some beer tokens and it is a discounted machine, That's not actually that bad a thing. So let's not moan. Use your referral code if you can. Send it to your mate. Give them an extra 10 quid off and just earn yourself some beer tokens. And finally, there's a nice little update with the PerfectDraft Pro. Now, we're all very conscious of our electricity usage. I know I am. So yeah, this machine here, and the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that's on 7 degrees. Why have I got it on 7 degrees? It's a vocation, life and death in there. Surely, Baldy, that should be 5. Yes, it should. But I've had power saving mode on, and this is what it looks like when you go to the app. Now then, there's some more digging to be done with this, and I will do another video about what the power consumption is of the Pro, and also compared to the original machine, being as I've got both. I will do that. But I have been asked quite a few questions around this, and what I would say is, if you're not using that machine regular throughout the week, it's well worth you investigating that power saving mode. Because it will set it to a higher temperature, keep the keg chilled still, but then when you want to use it, you tell it you want to use it, and it will then drop it to the new temperature. So you're not constantly using the power to keep that keg at a low temperature. Now then, that feature came in about 3 weeks ago, and already they've released yet another feature on that app. And this one takes the feature to a new level for me. That is scheduling. So you can actually now set a schedule for when you're going to be using your machine. So you don't have to just go in and physically tell it that you're going to be using it. You can actually set a time when you know you will be, and then it will start to chill that keg down to the optimum temperature. Now, when this machine was released, I've got to say, in my review of that machine, I said the app's a bit of a gimmick. I said, yeah, it's nice that it tells you what beer's in there. It's nice that you can set the temperature range. But in all honesty, it's a bit of a gimmick. Now, with that scheduling functionality and the new power saving stuff, that's actually becoming pretty worthwhile. That's good. Now, I do have to say that I haven't used the scheduling yet. That I've only just discovered today. Now, I walked into this bar 20 minutes ago, and it's still on 7 now. I've got it being timed. I will tell you how long that took to go from 7 to 5. It's not dropped 1 degree yet. So that'll be interesting. I'll let you know. And finally, it's a weird time of year to be having a World Cup, but the World Cup is on. And beer hawks seem to be all over the World Cup. They've got some World Cup keg offers. I think that only runs till the end of this week, but I'm sure there will be more throughout the duration of it, especially if our home nations stay in the competition. Please, let's hope they do. So far, they've basically given away Bud kegs. They said if England beat Iran. Now, I never had any doubt. I did actually say I thought it might be a draw. But let's face it, that was a Bud in the bank. Now then, they've also said the same with the USA. So again, they'll give you the beer tokens worth of that Bud keg back should they win. So there's bound to be a few more of those. But yeah, keep an eye out for any Beer Hawk emails because there might well be some good offers around the World Cup. Right, people. Whatever you're doing this weekend, make it an absolute belter. Let's hope this Saturday and Sunday is following an England World Cup win and we're assured passage into the next round. But for now, Perfect Drafters, whatever you're doing, make it an absolute belter. Enjoy a few beers with a few mates. Cheers, Perfect Drafters. Have a good one. Cheers.